Hi. In this case, I have files from GE's L60, main line protection. RelayHelper backup protection, and ABB's Rec 670 breaker control IED with auto reclosing and breaker failure protection. Let's start with L60. Opening the first file. I move to the File menu. I choose to open an additional file. The top button changes the type of the file connection, serial or parallel. Only files from one device with the same number of analog and discrete signals can be connected in series. In parallel, you can connect files from any device. Connections are made automatically according to the time signs in the device files. In the max time difference box, you can specify the time difference between files. In the case of a parallel connection, the file with a larger difference will not be added, and in the case of a parallel connection, the file will be inserted without reference to time. Now you can see that there was a short circuit. Then almost a second later it happened again. What is between we do not see, but we can already measure the time between events. Line with two breakers, one of them was under repair. I will hide empty and unnecessary channels. Now this is much easier to work with. Now I'll add files from other devices. It will be backup protection. The channels of the added file are highlighted in a different background color. The devices are not synchronized exactly in time, so I will do it manually. The black cursor is responsible for the bottom file and I will put it in the place where I want to synchronize. The red cursor is responsible for the top file and I put it in the same place. Next, go to the File menu and select Align Additional File with Cursor. By the way, an interesting point, L60 tripped 60 milliseconds earlier than RelayHelper 670. I turn off empty analog channels. So far it can be seen that the automatic reclosure was successful. Here you can see the normal values of the phase voltages for the line of this voltage class. And here the short circuit happened again. Let's add a file from Rec 670. Oh, in this file we will see the whole process. It is written with a margin. The device is also not synchronized exactly in time and I need to do it manually. You can move around the main window using the wheel and pressed Shift key. The manual synchronization procedure is exactly the same. This file is quite big with a lot of information. Let's check how accurately we synchronized at the beginning. I want to draw your attention to the fact that the files are glued together from devices with different sampling rates. ABB devices have the same sampling rate, 1000 Hz. But if you look at L60, then it is 0. Therefore, some programs can't even just open such a file. The device itself operates at a frequency of 64 samples per cycle, but the sampling rate of the comtrade files depends on what the user has set during commissioning. Now I'll save the resulting file. Here you can write the name of the future file. It will be saved to the default location set by the browser for downloads. Here you can choose which analog channels will be in the resulting file. You can choose whether or not to save digital channels and empty digital channels. Some browsers mark CFG files as potentially dangerous. If you are used to working in another program, you can open the saved file in it. You can start the analysis. Thank you for watching. Peace for all.